Good evening, welcome back to me trying to build a channel around nothing in particular. I want to see if I can break YouTube's algorithm and build a community around just us. No niche here. I'm not operating within a niche. I'm not playing the game with packaging and clickable titles and thumbnails. I'm just here to talk and hang out with you guys. So let's see if we can do something crazy. I just bought a cool Stranger Things poster from a store called Second and Charles, and so it got me thinking I should talk about my opinions on Stranger Things Season 5. I think I have a little bit of input because I've been watching this show since I was, like 13 years old is when it started. I loved this show, dude, and I still do. That doesn't mean I don't think this last season was incredibly messy. As much as I enjoyed watching it, which I did, it was messy. I think there were some great moments from this season. Genuinely. The Turnbow house attack thing was cool. The Wheeler house attack with the spoilers. Demogorgon came into the Wheeler's house. That was sick. That had me literally probably more than any other point in the whole show on the absolute edge of my seat and my heart was pounding. That was crazy. Episode 4, The Sorcerer, is genuinely one of the best episodes of the whole show. When they have to get the kids out of the military base. I don't know, everything was good. The score was cool in that episode. The acting was pretty good. There was a lot of tense scenes. The one shot at the magazine and they're leading all the kids out and then the Demogorgons come in and attack. That episode's phenomenal. Of course, the ending, when Will has his little flashback scenes and then realizes, oh wait, I low-key have all these upside down particles inside me. Let me just control that. Phenomenal episode of the show. 9 out of 10. Great job. Rest of it, it has its good stuff, and it also has its bad stuff. I could rant on for probably 20 minutes about all the plot holes in this season. Nothing makes sense in this season. I don't get it. There's it's like all logic went out the window. I wouldn't be as mad if it wasn't for this. When the show started, it felt so cool because, first of all, it was aesthetically entirely different. The lighting was dim. The characters talked normally and had real conversations. The show was slow-paced. It wasn't a big blockbuster Avenger-style thing, whatever. It felt like a real-world scenario with real people, and then there was a fantasy sci-fi element introduced into it, and all the characters were reacting like normal people would, and that's why it was cool and weird and crazy. Now it just feels like an Avengers Endgame CGI slopfest, crazy blockbuster. The plot armor in this season is insane. If Bob dies in season 2 the way that he does, half of these characters should be dead. I don't know why. I don't know why this season is the way that it is. I don't know. It's all the same writers, all the same crew for the most part that I'm aware of. The show just devolved, however you want to look at it. It's crazy, man. Season 1 and 2 are peak. They're peak television. They're so good. Season 3, is where it started to change so much. Drastically. The whole, Russian plot is weird. The whole, Terminator guy chasing Hopper is weird. Robin is a great addition in Season 3. Big fan. The whole Billy stuff is really cool. But Season 3 is where it started to change. Season 4, it changed way more. Although there was some stuff I really, really liked about Season 4. There was also some stuff I hated. Again, the Russian plot. That every time that happened, it took me so out of the show. Why are we in Russia? Why are we fighting Demogorgons with swords? Why did it take the entire season to complete that story? It was just so not Stranger Things, you know? And Season 5, I respect their attempt to bring it all back into one little story in Hawkins, Indiana. They didn't leave. It was in Hawkins. It was a very simple story. We have one goal, kill Vecna. I think their problem is they had built it up too big already. Season 4 peaked with this insane cliffhanger, and you're like, this is crazy, this is awesome, what's going to happen? And they never really went anywhere with it. Whatever. Again, I could rant for a long time. There's some really, really awesome stuff this season. But man, this show has changed so much. The writing has gone off the deep end. All the acting has tanked, even though they're pretty much all great actors. I don't know what happened, dude. Oh, every episode introduces a plot hole that makes even less and less sense than the last one. Season 1 wouldn't have plot holes, or 2. There was nothing that made no sense in Season 1 or 2 that you couldn't explain in 2 sentences, and it's like, oh yeah, never mind, that makes sense. In Season 5, nothing makes sense. No character's decision makes sense in the whole season. It stresses me out to think about. But it's okay. You know what? It's okay. Because I still enjoyed watching it. I just cannot respect it as much as I respect Seasons 1 and 2. I told my friend this recently when we were talking about it. Season 1 and 2 are like a nice, fancy, hearty, fresh, incredible quality burger that you would go to a nice restaurant to and pay a pretty penny for. That's Seasons 1 and 2. Season 5 is like a sloppy, cheesy, fatty, gross burger from a fast food restaurant that still tastes really good, but it's not good for you, even slightly, and you don't feel good after eating it, but it tastes good. You want more of it. That's how I feel about Season 5. It tasted really good, but I do not respect it like I do 1 and 2 and 4 for about half of it. So yeah, the ending, the finale, I was satisfied with. I will say that. I know a lot of people are really mixed on it. You either love it or you hate it. I'm in the camp of, for how the show has, what it's become, I think it's a good ending. I think they took the safe route, and that's okay. I'm happy with the ending. I saw it in theaters. It made me tear up. I had to pull one of these when the credits started rolling. Dude, the credits, that last hour. Okay, so when the credits started rolling, I had to hit one of these. Because it hit me, dude. It hit me. You grow up with a show for 9 years. I grew up with all these characters, with these actors. Every couple years, I was like, man, I'm so excited for the new season of Stranger Things. And now that I didn't have that, it took me a couple days to adjust to that. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. No show ending has hit me like this one has. And that's kind of the problem, is that it took 10 years to put out 5 seasons, but I digress. Anyways, the first hour of that episode is a little rushed, like very rushed. The climax is a little bit underwhelming. There's one really cool scene with Joyce. Love that part. The rest of it is kind of underwhelming, and it's like, oh, okay, that's it. Cool, I guess. But then the second hour with the epilogue, I think was perfect. I don't think they could have done anything really better with it. All the characters' endings were good. Everything was satisfying to me. So the show, and the last scene in particular, is probably the best scene of this season, or one of them. Call it nostalgia bait. I think it's very, very well done. Good finale. Okay season. Phenomenal show. The first 2 seasons, like I've been saying this whole time, are so worth watching. But you could stop after 2 if you really want to. Or you commit and watch the whole thing. And just know that it's not the same show. Even slightly. Okay, I've been ranting for 8 minutes. I am so sorry to take up your time. It's just been what's on my mind, and that's kind of what I want to make videos about. Whatever something's on my mind, pops in my mind, I gotta make a video about it. I gotta talk about it. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see you guys later.